Sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose.
Gave up my room in the lodge, son. Got one. I'd go into the astronomical charting data with you, but clear as...
Captain, greetings.
And your scan shows... I am glad to be back. It will be good to have a moment to relax.
Ahoy, Captain!
Oh, sorry. Was doing the tally's work in my head. Inventory on the station. Next supply run.
Ever since I got here, this has felt like
Forgot to check the math on
people
a
are
few
family.
equations.
I'm
Lucky I
hoping
noticed a pattern in one of those artifacts you pulled out.
What's buzzing, cousin?
back again. Who do you think will be the first to ask us questions? Mateo or Noel?
Lost in my thoughts, but glad to be back.
Spend so much time looking at the scans. The eye's still looking. Check later.
Finally. I suppose we can do that. Classic. Look, if this is a "are we doing this or not" talk, then stop right there. We're doing this. The multiverse waits for no one. Yeah, that's why I said it first. See you on the other side. Hey,
Sure.
when you're not busy,
One too many
let's
squats.
chat. So Ellie contacted me about the case. Same. I was beginning to get worried since we hadn't heard from her. But that's interstellar communication for you. Anyway, we have a verdict. Irvin's record will be expunged on account of his death occurring before the trial ended. It's a technical victory, but we'll take it. We can't change the system that made this happen, but I'm glad we tried. Relieved. This was always in the back of my mind. Always there when I fell asleep and when I woke up. And I would mask it as much as I could. Hide the sorrow with my wit, hide the anxiety with my charm. The grief will always be there. But it's something I feel I can move past now. Well, she's going to keep up the fight. Gagarin is full of cases, just like Irvin's, if you can believe it. Already did, of course. And a third of the settlement. Just made sense considering how much she did for us. And speaking of the settlement, I divided it into equal portions for me, you, Ellie, and expenses. Here's your share. And I sold the apartment. So here's the bonus from that after taxes. I gave my portion to Ellie so she could fund other cases. So there it is. I guess it's over. We knew we couldn't fix the whole system. I'm just glad we could do what we did. I wish we could have helped more people ruined by Hephaestus. But that isn't our fight. Ellie tried to convince the judge to dismiss Helge's conviction from years ago as well. But the judge didn't think that was warranted. Helge was having a rough time. We tried, but he didn't make it easy. Also, well, so I gave Helge a bit of money. Enough to leave Gagarin if he wanted, just in case. Until somebody changes the laws there, this will be just a bump in the road for them. Ellie is going to keep digging into them, and now that she's seen this tactic, she may be able to find a pattern. There it is. I guess I needed to actually hear someone say it. Case closed. Whew. Finally. It's not lost on me that you've encouraged me to pursue this investigation from the beginning, you know. I appreciate your support more than you can imagine. Thanks, Captain. I'm glad you haven't changed your mind on working with others after all this. A long time ago, you talked about valuing teamwork. You really meant it. Don't tell the others. But I was having a hard time focusing because of all this trial stuff. So thank you for helping with that. As close as we've gotten? I believe that. Usually Vasco's the only one I trust. Granted, he's programmed not to blab. With you, no special protocols required. But honestly, I appreciate having someone else to chat with. Well, besides the millions of other Barretts out there. But having yourself as your main conversation partner? That's a little narcissistic, don't you think? I'll just remember which one of us is sticking around until later and we'll be okay. Anyway, I'm just glad we got everything settled with Irvin's case. It was just one loose end in a universe full of them. But I'm glad it's tied. I know now isn't the best time, but I need to talk
Have any
with
new
you
books
later.
for me?
I know you had to do it. I know you had to kill the hunter. That kind of philosophy is poisonous and draconian. And to what end? Indeed. The artifacts could be misused. They could be abused. Doesn't matter what I would have done. But if you had to do it all over again, I would still support your decision. This is a path forward, and we need that right now. The Unity has the power to do so much damage, and so much good. For now, anyway. Humanity is capable of so much, both good and not. The Starborn are just people, and they can be wrong or confused or just messed up. A part of me worries that this will divide us further as a species. That's fair. Too many unsettled variables to predict how this will turn out. But I'm sure you can understand my angst here. At the end of the day, you are a true friend and I trust your decision. Period. Hey,
My grandpa
when you're
lives
not
in
busy,
Aquila City.
let's chat.
But we don't visit all that often. I don't think Dad likes it there.
We've always considered ourselves explorers, but this really is uncharted territory, isn't it?
I can't wait to get to the Unity! I've been reading all about parallel universe theory, and I'm so ready to meet another version of me. You're right. We shouldn't assume that just because they're the second us we see, that they somehow didn't exist before. Look, Dad said that there's a chance we might all get separated after we go to the Unity. You don't think that's going to happen, do you? Okay. That makes me feel better. I'm sure gonna miss the lodge, but I can't wait to see what happens next.
Forgot to check the math on a few equations. The brain's long... Oh, sorry. Was doing the tallies work in my head. Inventory on this... Haven't made a match yet.
Hi!
It's a rare thing to know that right here and now.
To what
Just
do I
be the
owe
best
this
days of your
pleasure?
life.
I am so grateful for you.
I know everyone's excited by the artifacts, but we need to be as objective as possible and be aware of possible negative effects. So I know we aren't keeping all the artifacts here anymore, but I think I can get some good readings from your ship. You have no idea how excited I am to analyze the data after you jump to the Unity. I'm gonna make some coffee. Pull an all-nighter. What? No. I do not do field work, especially not the restructuring yourself at the molecular level kind. Or whatever the Unity actually does to make you starborn. Anyway, Vladimir and I have been talking, and we're both staying here. Someone has to keep Constellation going with so many people leaving. It'll be pretty quiet at first, but that's what Constellation has been doing forever, right? An old generation moves on, a new one moves in. Maybe one day. For now, I think I'm better off letting Vladimir have that headache. Okay, I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And I'm sticking to that. So, goodbye. I'll miss you all.
The artifacts are all gathered. We've done it. There's nothing like an investment paying off. We've succeeded beyond my wildest dreams. Everyone should feel proud. Oh no. This moment isn't about my corporate holdings, no. Being part of Constellation was just for me. Although there's always opportunities, I'm not above taking advantage of what we learn as a group. Alas, while I would like to take the final jump with everyone, I'm afraid the saying, "you can't take it all with you," has caught up to me. There might not be a Stroud Eklund in the next universe, and certainly not mine. And I would be a poor choice of company if I was, well, poor. Thank you for that. But I'd be lying to myself if I didn't admit it was a part of me. And I have no desire to find out who I am without it. Goodbye, my friend. If I could borrow a bit from Sebastian Banks, bring light into the darkness of the unknown.
I feel like I've been waiting my whole life for this. Constellation, the artifacts. That doesn't sound crazy, does it? I've thought about it, and as much as I would love to see the Unity the way Keeper Aquilus has experienced it, I'm not coming with you. I know I should be excited, but I can't stop thinking about the fact that the Keeper knew about the Unity but chose to keep it hidden. I think I need to look for my answers here, in this universe. And I can't leave my parents. I know they would understand, but they're not getting any younger. I'm sorry, but my mind's made up. But don't hold up on my account. You've earned this. Find out what's on the other side.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Hey, Captain.
Need a hand with something?
Great day for some exploring, huh?
You made it. I hope you're enjoying the view. I never get tired of staring at it. Eternity. It's natural that your mind would go there, and it's not a simple question to answer. You stand now at the very center of space and time. Center being the best word to grant you understanding, but still not entirely accurate. The unity is what was, what is, and what shall be. It is nowhere and everywhere, nothing and everything. It is the unity. Any other meaning is entirely up to you. All of you. A thought occurs. Can anyone ever truly experience reality outside of oneself? All of time and space filters through a singular perspective. I am as much you as you are a part of everything. All points connect to here. When a star is born or dies, its existence beats through the heart of this place. The unity. I have seen all you are, have been, and could be. Do you feel like you've lived a good life? Is there anything you regret? Do you feel dead? You are energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Fair. I wonder what your decision will be then. In order to become Starborn, you must give the universe one last thing. Yourself. That intangible part of you. That something that makes you unique amongst the infinite will explode like a supernova. A part of you will fuse with the essence of this universe, while another part leaves it behind forever. Do you understand what I mean? This one final leap will change this universe forever, even as you leave it behind. Unknowingly, you just answered your own questions. For who creates things but creators? That is what they have been named throughout the endless circle of time. Are they one or many? Human or alien? Terrestrial or celestial? One day you might even meet the creators, but not this day. As for the why, so that you could ask that very question, so that you could stand before me for time immemorial and delve into the mysterious of the unending cosmos. An example might help. If your colleagues in Constellation also choose to be reborn, for instance, then their spirit of discovery will spread across this universe. We'll start looking up at the night sky and wonder, what's out there? Walk into the gate of light, and you will become Starborn. Everything will vanish, and you will awaken somewhere else. But that isn't your only potential destiny. You could turn around, walk away from the Unity until the stars fade away, and you will wake up on your own ship, in your universe. You could live out the life you have. I have enjoyed speaking to you once again. All of you. Every version that is here in the Unity, right now. Go out into the stars. As you consider stepping towards infinity, I offer you a glimpse into what will happen to the universe you may be leaving. As the essence of who you are is spread throughout space and time. Your lover, Andrasia, eventually chooses to be reborn herself. Your commitment to each other bolsters all relationships in the settled systems. Marriages blossom. More people in House Varun begin to question its orthodoxy and look to the outside world. Your work with UC Sysdef against the Crimson Fleet is a triumph of law over greed. The UC establishes greater security throughout the settled systems. Travelers throughout the stars will be safer. The Gate of Light will take you to another universe, or simply walk away until the stars fade to return to your ship. The Constellation membership who stays behind will in time publish their data about the discovery of the artifacts, the Starborn, and the Unity. Space exploration across the settled systems is given new life as people search for hope out there in the stars. Ron Hope's downfall proves once again that the Free Star Rangers put justice above petty power plays and politics. A sense of commitment to the common good grows throughout the Free Star Collective. Acts of heroism and noble sacrifice increase. The emissary remains in this universe, but your faith in them inspires them to seek out those they believe are worthy of finding the Unity. Many noble Starborn will be reborn under their guidance. The resurrection of the Asili species leads to a massive reduction in terramorph attacks across the settled systems. At the same time, the need to spread the Asilis far and wide increases cooperation between all the factions. Belief in the UC as the diplomatic leader of the settled systems grows. Although you leave this universe behind, a new universe awaits you. Who will you be in this one? What choices will you make?
markings or registered manufacturer. Please maintain course while we scan you. Assuming scans even work on whatever it is you're flying. Alright, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
assure you, this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to Mask ASAP for a full time.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep... Okay, no bounty.
Excuse me, this is a private... Wait. There's something familiar about you. Vasco, identify.
Scanning. Cross-referencing known employee records of our affiliated organizations. Please remain still. This appears to be the miner from Argos Extractors. Lost as we were carrying the artifact from Vectera. Current whereabouts, previously unknown.
I see. Vasco already delivered the artifact. So, why are you showing up now? I see. So some of our theories about the artifacts are correct.
You're taking their word for it? What if this person's just delusional? Breathed in too many gases in that mining operation.
Why don't we hear him out? We know next to nothing. We have everything to gain if he's telling the truth.
All right, let's hear it. So, that's what we're looking for. The pieces to an armillary. A path to the center of a multiverse.
This is either the truth or the most elaborate practical joke I've ever witnessed.
I think we're past the point of doubting, Walter.
In any event, we'll be able to see for ourselves. We know where most of the artifacts are now, and presumably how we get them. I don't know if you should rush off to meet them. Some of those artifacts granted you powers, am I right? We should leverage that. I want you to check with Vladimir on the Eye. Cross-reference what you've told us with what he's picking up on the scans. You track down the artifacts the Eye finds, while we gather the others. And we're grateful for that, Starborn. Now, let's get those artifacts.
You're not quite the angel I thought may have made the artifacts, but a miracle nevertheless.
So, we have a Starborn in Constellation. And you knew all of us from your prior universe. Even our secrets, perhaps. It's a bit unsettling, honestly. All right. I don't think I can. What I mean is, I think it would be best if we kept a little distance. I don't want to confuse who I am with who you knew, if that makes sense. But I'll watch your back. How could I not want a front row seat to all this? Starborn or not, you're part of Constellation now. I hope you're as committed to the mission as you were in your last universe. Yes, absolutely.
While it is customary to say, "Welcome home," that is not dimensionally accurate in this case.
Even the trace physiological and neurological readings I'm able to pick up from you are unprecedented. You really are something.
was a pleasant change of scenery.
The eye is open to you, Constellation. If it isn't the man I'm supposed to know from another side. That was some meeting to listen in on. Starborn, are you? Anyone who doesn't charge into a room swinging is a friend in my book. Tried crossing all the T's with the information you unloaded to Sarah and the others. I've got good news and bad. Good news is the eyes found what you're looking for. Bad news is they're not in the places you said they'd be. By last time, you mean your last time, right? Thinking if it's really a multiverse, then maybe the artifacts aren't always in the same spots. Well, helps that you gave everything we needed to track them down. Honestly, it makes my hair stand on end, like we're cheating time somehow. I'll need to take your word on that, Starborn. Here's the data. Managed to find a planet that might have one of those temples you talked about as well. Can probably find more temples if I have enough time to cross-reference. Come back when you've given the first one the thorough comb. Feel like I should be seeing Heaven's aura every time you say something, Starborn. The eye's showing signs over another one of those big anomalies. Here, catch a smile.